It seems to me there's a lot of misunderstanding between the situation when it comes to Ukraine and Russia. Trump has this in his head, and I think the Americans in particular do, along with the Europeans, that when it comes to cutting a deal or having a settlement between two sides, one might say, well, each side has to give up something. Well, the winning side doesn't have to give up anything. That doesn't make any sense. Why on earth would Russia have to give up anything in return for peace settlement, considering they're the ones who are actually currently winning the war? They're driving the Ukrainians back. The Ukrainians are losing a lot of men, unnecessary for the most part. They're losing a lot of territory on the eastern side of the country, particularly on the Donetsk front, in the Zaporizhia and parts of Kharkov, right? And now Seversk, which is in the corner between Donetsk and Lugansk regions, where Russia's actually encroaching further, closer to central Seversk. Milograd is actually practically surrounded, and the Ukraine has lost a part of the south of the city. So it does seem to me that they have this idea in their head that when they're initiating conflicts, oh yeah, we get to decide who wins and takes what. But when the losing side is the side that you're on, in this case you're on the Ukraine side, you're now saying that Russia has to give up something. What exactly would have to give up in order to get some settlement or some sort of peace here, considering they're the ones winning? They got all that territory from Ukraine. They have to give up some of it. That doesn't make any sense at all. Let's look at America's record, particularly Europe as well. It's not in Trump, by the way. Trump's done a lot of stupid things, particularly this Ukraine situation, but he's not necessarily culprit in all this because he's had to inherit most of this stuff. Iraq, you messed up that country. You screwed it up, destroyed infrastructure. You sanctioned it to death. Economically ruined. You robbed their resources, took their oil. Mess. You left that as a mess. You didn't win that war. Libya, mess. Exact same situation. Now you've run back to the same guy who was actually getting more friendly towards Russia. In Syria, the guy who's supposed to be against Al-Qaeda and all the other Al-Nusra, whatever the hell they're called these days, you're now friendly with the guy. Right? Afghanistan, you got rid of the Taliban, you put them back in there. That's got nothing to do with Russia. Russia has no responsibility in any of these areas whatsoever. You're the guys creating all this mess. Now you've got mess in Ukraine, and you're trying to get Russia to give up something because you guys have got nothing from this at all, except for destroying the Ukrainian nation. It's now a failed state. A lot of men have died. A lot of men have left the country. The country's now importing immigrants now, ironically, from around the world to cover its labour costs. You guys screw up everything you touch. You have the audacity to question the Russians on whether they should give up any territory or not. Get lost.